Hey guys, 7 WWE Rocks here. Thank you for stopping by for episode 30 of Saturday Night's Kickout. We've been doing this for a while. Episode 30, that's pretty exciting. I'm really hoping just to hopefully add more segments. I really want to hear your guys' thoughts. Really, I haven't gotten any feedback to some segments that people want to see, but that's okay. I mean, we're still having fun doing this. Basically, this might be a boring episode because, Raw, TNA, WWE, it's kind of been really boring, and I don't get Ring of Honor. I know I can always watch it. I can always watch New Japan Pro Wrestling, but I just, through the week, I always forget to, and it just never happens. And, yeah, so Raw and TNA really have been boring, but I'm still going to try to keep it fun, keep it funny and stuff. But before we get into everything and start the regular episode, I'd like to just do a little tribute. No, he's not dead or anything, but WWE TNA 1152, a good friend. Hopefully he thinks as me as well. But he is done doing YouTube. I was on his last video. I think it's going to be his last video. I did a review for TNA with him last night. Me, him, Squared Circle Sports, and AHS Rules. And it was fun. It was good times. And I'm pretty sad to see him go. I've had him on the show a few times. He'll come back every once in a while to do one for friends' channels. So hopefully I'll have him talk some wrestling on Saturday Night's Kickout in the near future. But it's a sad day, I really, really do think he is one of my favorite YouTubers, and I really enjoyed watching his videos on wrestling and stuff and getting his outlook on certain subjects. And he was always funny. He always made some comedy videos and stuff, and he's still going to do comedy videos, but not anymore wrestling. But he still added comedy to wrestling videos, which something I really try to do. I'm not the funniest person ever, but I really try to make it funny because, certain times wrestling can be really boring, and the only way you can make it fun, make it funny. Just make fun of it and stuff. And he does a great job of that. He always has me laughing so hard during his videos. And it's a sad day to see a fellow YouTuber finally stop making videos. So he's on to more important things. I get that. And thank you, Charles. I really do appreciate it. Let's get hashtag thanks, Charles, thanks, trending worldwide. Yeah, really do thank you, man. It's been fun watching your videos, seeing your channel grow, and I'm glad I can consider you a good friend, which I don't consider a lot of people good friends, man. So that's really a big deal. That's the biggest compliment I could give you, that you're actually a friend, because I have acquaintances, and yeah. So thank you so much. Hopefully you consider me as a good friend as well. And it's been fun, man. And I wish you the best in your future endeavors. No, not really, but wish you the best, and get back to, realizing important things like schoolwork and all that stuff. So, but let's get into episode 30. We're kicking off Fastlane recap. Going to go quick on this. Kid and Cesaro won the tag team championships, which was awesome. Rusev defeated Cena. Everyone saw that coming. And Reigns finally solidified his spot in WrestleMania 31 in the main event against Brock Lesnar. Finally beat Daniel Bryan. And I'm okay with that because I really just want to get them going with the storylines. Raw happens, and I'm going to talk about it. I don't really get where they're going with this, but again, I'm going to talk about, we're going to get onto these spots, and we're going to have fun doing it, or I hope so. So let's get in. You have any, maybe you're bored of the ritual of doing this week in, week out. Give me some segment ideas, anything. I'd really appreciate it. And well, let's get into Raw. Randy Orton, he was very big on this Raw. He basically started his promo saying, I don't want to come in, be that guy, cut a 20-minute promo to start the show, and then he cut a 20-minute promo to start the show. So he did exactly what he said he wasn't going to do. Yes, the Authority came out and talked during it, so it wasn't like an actual 20-minute promo by Randy Orton, but it was like a good 20 minutes just to start the show, which I can't stand. And I was like, a lot of people were saying that. A lot of people were like, he just said we were going to do a promo to start off Raw. And what are we doing? We're cutting a promo on Raw. So Roman Reigns, apparently the WWE still sees that we do not like Roman Reigns, or a good majority of people do not like Roman Reigns. So what do? They say we're going to take two people that are so over, Daniel Bryan and Paul Heyman, who can freaking cut a promo on just the randomest thing. He'd cut a promo on water, and I'd be just eating it up. I'd be like, this is the greatest thing ever. Or drinking it up. Get it? All right. Paul Heyman, Daniel Bryan, the people that are most over, and they say, basically, it seemed like they said, guys, go out there and just talk about how great Roman Reigns is. So Daniel Bryan comes out, says, I respect you. I want you to kick Brock Lesnar's butt, in WrestleMania, and that's all you gotta do, man. I respect you. Shake hands. Peace out. Daniel Bryan leaves, I think, or something. Paul Heyman comes out, and this, honestly, the promo, it was a great promo, of course, because Paul Heyman, but I really didn't like it. Let me finish. I really didn't like it because it was like, it just sounded really stupid because he was like, the 97 or 96, I forget, Steve Austin, Roman Reigns could beat. 97, Rock, Roman Reigns could beat. All 13 years of John Cena, Roman Reigns could beat. And I'm thinking, you were putting down all these legends. Now, I'm not saying John Cena's a legend, but putting down Stone Cold, putting down Rock, putting down Cena for one guy that hasn't even won the WWE Championship, I really didn't get that promo. And I just thought they're just trying to make Roman Reigns look strong, which is exactly what they're doing. But let me know what you think about the promo. Did you like it? Paul Heyman can always pull off the greatest promo. I mean, obviously, I'm not good at promos at all. I say I stutter all left and right. I'm not saying I'm better than Paul Heyman, but I'm just saying I really didn't get that promo. Moving on, Primetime Players versus the Ascension, and the Primetime Players won. So the Ascension are no longer undefeated. I was pretty surprised to see their first loss come to the Primetime Players, but they attacked the Primetime Players out, and they just beat the crap out of them. So I don't know where they go with the Ascension. I can't stand the fact that they're a heel team, and JBL, a heel commentator, doesn't like them. A heel commentator should like anybody that's a heel, no matter what they do. So I didn't really get that. Also, moving on, we have Cena. He thinks he deserves a rematch, even though he lost to Rusev. And basically, that's what people were saying. They were saying, why does John Cena deserve a rematch at WrestleMania? You lost, back of the line. But, of course, it's going to happen, and I truly believe Cena is going to beat Rusev. And I feel bad for the guy. Rusev and Cena had a great match, and I was really impressed by Rusev. I could very well see him being the big heel champion one day, WWE champion one day. And I'm disappointed because I was like, Bray Wyatt's going over at WrestleMania 30, and that did not happen. So I'm at this point, I'm like, no one's going over Cena at WrestleMania. So I'm going to say Cena gets the big win at WrestleMania. And, yeah, basically Rusev and Lana were talking how he didn't deserve a rematch. The Russian flag or whatever came down, and Cena was like, oh, I'm sad now. And then that's how it ended. That's how the segment ended. I missed it. Also, yeah, if you don't know, I watch Better Call Saul. Usually, so that's the final hour of Raw is Better Call Saul, which I watched. So I missed the final hour of Raw, but I did watch it on YouTube. So if I mess up on stuff, that's why. I really did not watch, the live version. All right, the Bushwhackers are in the Hall of Fame. Why? No, but I really, yeah, a lot of people that know that era a lot better than me. I mean, I wasn't even born during that era, but a lot of people that know it and adult fans, they know it. They saw it live happen when they were kids. They were thinking, why are the Bushwhackers in the Hall of Fame? Like the whole thing, they were a jobber team, which that's other people's words, not mine. I mean, I never got to see them live, but yeah. WWE is just going to do that. They're going to put in people in the Hall of Fame that really don't deserve it just to fill up those 6 spots that the Hall of Fame, years have. So they're going to put anybody in. A lot of better people deserve it, but it's the WWE. I mean, come on. After that, the main event was Daniel Bryan and Roman Reigns versus Seth Rollins and Randy Orton. So Randy was still, even though he basically killed all of them, he RKO'd all of them at Fastlane, he's on good terms with them, and he's back to being with the Authority. Basically, Roman Reigns went for his spear, did the big, that crazy sound he does, went for the spear. Bryan tags in, I think hits the running knee or yes luck, I don't know, gets the win. Basically, Bryan and Reigns win. Here's what I don't get. Bryan just said he respects Roman Reigns, shakes his hand, that's it. He respects him now. Their feud's over. Tags himself in, which makes me think they still have heat together, and I don't get why they did that. It should be Roman Reigns looking strong. I'm not saying that even as a joke. I know it's a running joke in Twitter and the freaking social media, but they need to make Roman Reigns look strong heading into Mania. If him and Brock are going to fight, Brock's not going to be there every week. They need to make something happen. So Bryan, I don't get why they tagged in. Now they're not friends again. They don't respect each other. I don't know, but basically, Randy Orton, after they lost and they left the ring, I don't know. I didn't watch it, but I did watch some of it on YouTube. Basically, Randy Orton RKO Jamie Noble, backed up Mercury in a corner, backed up Seth Rollins in a corner, and then just patted Seth Rollins on the back and left. So I think really they should pull the plug, not pull the plug, but get the feud going. Seth Rollins and Orton. I know they're doing that currently, but I want them to see going head to head right now. I don't want them to be like, oh, I want a team, blah blah blah. No, freaking RKO the fudge out of him. That's what I want to see. And yeah, so I don't know what I was gonna say. I was gonna say something, but I don't know. I said fudge. If anybody thinks I said the F word, I didn't. I like to keep this PG, guys. But yeah, because every time I say that, people think I say the F word. I don't. But Randy Orton, RKO, Seth Rollins. That's what I want to see. I want to see that feud going. WrestleMania. Let's do it. I don't really like them being on a team right now, and I know they're not. I know a lot of people are gonna be like, they're setting up the storyline right now, dummy. I know that, but I want them going at it right now. And Reigns and Bryan, I don't get why they have heat. Make Reigns look strong. That's what I think they should do, really. Because they should get Bryan somewhere else in a feud with someone else, the Sheamus thing or whatever. I don't care. Just put Bryan somewhere. Rollins and Jon Stewart of The Daily Show has been calling out, Rollins made fun of The Daily Show or something, and Jon Stewart fought back with a video saying, I'll come at you, blah, blah, blah. Seth Rollins crashed The Daily Show, crashed Jon Stewart's show. Apparently, Jon Stewart is supposed to come to WrestleMania now, so I'd kind of rather see Randy Orton versus Rollins. Maybe Jon Stewart will be in Randy Orton's corner, but I really don't want that to be the feud. That just seems like Jericho versus Mickey Rourke again. That to be the main focus. I want it to be Randy Orton and Rollins. Sure, have Jon Stewart maybe come in for publicity and whatnot, but I really don't want to see like Jon Stewart do something like really big, like do something to Seth Rollins, like RKO him or something. I really don't want to see that. But let me know what you guys think and about that segment. And yeah, we're done with Raw, but we're not talking with WWE stuff. Rey Mysterio has finally been released by the WWE. Finally, he is done. He is vamos. Yeah, he's gone. So that's it's good for him, really, because he's got a lot more opportunities to go. Apparently, already going to AAA, and he's already going to Lucha Underground. So I'm really excited to see Rey Mysterio back on TV. And but he is accepting independent bookings. And when I met AJ Styles, he said it was going to be $20 for a picture with my own camera, which I thought, dang, $20 for a picture with my own camera? Come on, AJ. Not really, but I was kind of surprised at that. But now, Rey Mysterio, for independent bookings, just to book him to appear at your event, he is asking $20,000. Jeez, that is crazy. $20,000. So basically, if he brings a shirt, it's probably going to be $400. So yeah, $20,000 just to be on the event, to be booked for the event. So that's crazy, but I'm excited to see him in Lucha Underground. Maybe have a feud with Chavo Guerrero or something. I want to see him in the ring because we haven't seen him in a very long time. And at the end, he didn't seem that exciting. I think it's ready for guys like Kalisto, Adrian Neville, high flyers like that. That I think right at this point they can outshine Rey Mysterio and high flying. In the prime, no, probably not, but that'd be more in question. But Adrian Neville, Kalisto, I think they should be the top high flyers right now. So yeah, if you agree with me, let me know. If you don't, let me know. Bray Wyatt is calling out The Undertaker, but Undertaker apparently the dirt sheets and all that, just rumors of right now are saying Undertaker is probably going to be kept off WWE TV until WrestleMania. So it's going to be hard. It just seems like we're going to have Bray Wyatt cutting promos, and I really enjoy his promos, but I just think week after week with no answer for The Undertaker or anything, it's going to be hard to keep that feud going. But I like it, yeah, let's keep him off and make a grand entrance at WrestleMania. But then I'm like, well, we need him to progress the storyline, or are we just going to have Bray Wyatt cutting a promo every week? I really don't know. Moving on, we have IC title match. Excuse me, my throat. I haven't felt good at all this morning. I felt awful. But basically, this WWE, they have announced the Intercontinental Championship will be defended at WrestleMania in a ladder match. So I'm really pumped for that. I'm glad. I really loved when Money in the Bank was at WrestleMania. I thought it was so great. It gave guys a big spot on the WrestleMania card, and I'm really happy for that. I'm glad a ladder match is there. I'm thinking Barrett of course, Bad News Barrett, Ziggler, maybe Luke Harper, Ambrose, R-Truth, he's been thrown in the mix. A lot of people are saying Daniel Bryan should be. Some are saying no, keep him away from the ladder match, let him do a thing with Sheamus. But yeah, I don't know why I said Ziggler. I don't think he's in the feud right now. I think it's Ambrose, Truth, Bad News Barrett, and Bryan. I mean, a ladder match is going to be great nonetheless, so I'm really excited for that. But we'll see what Bryan does. I would much rather have him and Ziggler in like a one-on-one match or something. I really don't want to see Sheamus versus Bryan. I forget that their 2 out of 3 falls match was amazing. I need to watch that match again. I haven't seen it in such a long time. I think the only time I've seen it was when it happened, and a lot of people were telling me it's a great match. So maybe I should be watching that again. But I don't know, just the 18-second thing at WrestleMania still haunts me to this day, and I just want Bryan to have a great match. And I'm not the biggest Sheamus fan. I kind of think he's boring, but that's just me. So what do I know, really? We're going to move on to NXT. Main event was Finn Balor versus Brian Kendrick. Yes, Brian Kendrick, the man with the plan, returned to WWE. I'm so excited for that. I really like Kendrick and Rhino in NXT. I think it's such a great idea. Good main event. I really enjoyed Kendrick. I always love seeing him. Basically, the thing was, though, Kevin Owens at the commentary booth, him and Riley going back and forth. Kevin Owens basically saying, Riley was like, you won the championship in such a crappy way. You hurt your friend. You don't even care. Don't have any remorse. Kevin Owens is like, Alex Riley, did you ever win a championship? No, I have, so shut up. And then Riley was like, yeah, well, I'm a man, so, and then it kind of stopped, and it was like silent at the announce table. You could cut the tension with a freaking knife. It was crazy. And basically, Kevin Owens is like, screw this, I'm leaving. He leaves, comes back after Finn Balor picks up the win, hits the foot stomp move. It has some crazy name, I forget it, though. Hits the foot stomp, gets the win on Brian Kendrick. Hats off to Brian Kendrick for coming back just to put over talent. It's awesome. Kevin Owens returns. Basically, he said before he left, he said, I better leave before I regret what I'm about to do. Leaves, comes back. He doesn't regret this. Grabs Alex Riley by his jacket, throws him over the announce table, and just stares off. And Finn Balor's like, whoa, bro, that's not cool. And Kevin Owens just looking off, and he walks away. Alex Riley back for Winter William Regal. Winter William Regal said, I want a match with Kevin Owens. And Regal was like, bruh, if you want a match, you're going to have to, think about it. I versus Cesaro, and he almost killed me. And I think it should have been an I faced Cassius-Ohno. I think that's what they should have done. I don't remember him versing Cesaro, but I could be wrong. I mean, I am wrong. I think he has, but I just don't remember it. But basically, Alex Riley's like, okay, I'll think about it, left. So I already know it does happen, Riley versus Owens. I'm pretty excited for it. I think that's going to be a cool match to see. I'm glad to see Alex Riley back. He's always talking on Twitter that he wants a match at WrestleMania and stuff, and he's always saying free Riley and free the Beast and stuff, and it's just like, just go back to announcing. But, if he comes back and does a match here and there, I mean, just to put people over and make them look good or even get a win, by all means, let him do it. So that's what NXT is about, which I really like, putting people over, making them look good, just enjoying great wrestling. Excuse me. Moving on to TNA. Now, TNA sucks. Flat out gonna say it. I'm sorry. This is not you only hate on TNA. Raw sucks too. WWE's really been boring me as of lately. TNA's been boring me as of lately. I can't get into any of the storylines. Just something about it just seems. If I was at the UK crowds, I would be like, this sucks. No good matches really happen. Yeah, there's a 20-man gauntlet battle royal or whatever was good. The ending sucked. In this match, the ending was so chaotic, and it had a cool way of ending I'll get into, but just the main events don't seem that great. And TNA started off with a very long promo, and I was like, this is literally what I hate about Raw. I hate when they start off with promos. Then I go on Friday nights, I'm thinking TNA's going to get right into it. Boom, match, let's do it. And they kick off with a 20-minute promo. And I'm like, am I watching Raw? What is this? This sucks. When did wrestling become just let's talk for the longest time? I don't know. But basically, they do a long promo, and I was like, this sucks. I'm not going to be looking forward to this. But moving on, we're talking about some positives. Kong, she came out to when Taryn Terrell was saying how great she is and how she's going to beat up Kong, and she wants, all Kong wants was the belt, which she didn't have to go through Taryn Terrell. Lights go out, Kong comes out, and boom, that rhymed. That didn't even rhyme. I said out twice, and I thought it rhymed. But lights go out, and Kong appears, and Terrence Rowe runs at her, like jumps, bounces off Kong, and Kong just beats the crap out of her, holds up the title. Yeah, Kong versus Terrence Rowe, that'd be cool for the title. I think that'd be good, really good match. I'm excited for it, and Kong as champion, that'd be cool to see. I would like to see that again. Get that get the divas. Dang it, get the knockouts. Back to that great division. It really was good when Terrence Rowe and Gail Kim were tearing it up. I think it's really slowed down and hasn't been as great. I think a lot of them are much better than the divas. But I just think the matches could have been a lot better, and the time. They always get like 5 minutes, not that great, and it's always a quick roll up or something at the end. I want to see like Gail and Taryn again go at it, or when back in like 2006, I think. I'm very bad with timings on TNA. When like Kong and Gail Kim were going at it and all that stuff. When Kong was like in her prime, in her first run in TNA. I really want to see that again. And yeah, moving on. Samoa Joe versus Austin Aries. Basically, the Beatdown Clan is all over TNA. I really hate that faction. I hate TNA's heel factions because they run the entire episode, and it's so boring. But it's not just one episode. It's week after week after week, just the heel faction. I'm like, I don't care. I'd rather see just individual guys or maybe small tagging, small faction, maybe 3 guys. Not like all these guys running around. But basically, the Beatdown Clan knew Aries has his world title shot because Aries gets a title shot every freaking week. He always has a title shot, it seems. Whether it's option C, the briefcase, Feast or Fire, he always gets it somehow. He's got a world title shot, and there's a world title match, MVP versus Lashley. So the Beatdown Clan know that Aries is thinking about cashing in, take the crap out of him. So Samoa Joe versus Aries, it wasn't that great of a match. A lot of people were saying it was. I don't know, 7 minutes. It wasn't that great. Aries got the win with a 450 splash, and the Beatdown Clan came out, attacked him, beating the crap out of him, beat-downing him, whatever. And basically they set up a table, put him on it. Loki jumped off, did the foot stomp, and it didn't, it hit the table, and the table kind of, crinked in, but it didn't break it, so it was like, oh, let's do it again. So Loki goes to do it again, and Samoa Joe was literally like, screw this. Jumps up, does, a back senton onto him, and just kills Aries. And it's like, dang, I would hate to be Aries right now, but yeah, it was pretty funny though, because Loki was like, oh crap, it didn't break. Here, I'm gonna go do it again. And then as he's setting up for it, Joe's like, screw this, jumps full weight, smashes through the table, almost kills Aries in the process. But it looked awesome. So I'm excited. Yeah. Samoa Joe, I'm sad though now. I watch him on TNA and I'm like, man, he's in Ring of Honor. He's not even here anymore. That's disappointing. But yeah, so Aries basically died after that. So Aries, they picked up his briefcase and they were like, he ain't cashing this in, haha, MVP, woo. After that, basically Grado came out. Oh no, it was Noam Dar versus Rampage Brown. 2 British boot camp finalist guys came out. They had a match. They did 30 seconds, I think, and then Bram came out and just beat the crap out of them. And then Grado came out, and I still don't. I know you're going to hate me. I know you're going to be like, stupid American if you're British or something. But I still don't get the big deal about Grado. He came out and he was like dancing. And he was like, yeah, this is a great time. Ready, slapping hands with everyone. Comes out and he's like, Bram, that was rude to do that to my British friends. And then Bram killed him. So Bram did the, DDT thing to Grado. So he basically called out Magnus. And I'm excited for Magnus versus Bram. But you just put down freaking 3 British boot camp finalists. So if you're burying them really quick, that's kind of bad. But I'm looking forward to Magnus versus Bram. That should be a good match. Bram's starting to grow on me. I have said in recent weeks I really hate Bram, but he is starting to grow on me, and he's starting to get a little better. So I like his character a little more. It's not just hardcore matches. That made me so sick when he, week after week, was doing hardcore matches. They were good, but it was just like, can this guy do anything else? So I'm worried about if he's in a regular match. I'm like, well, I wish this was a hardcore match. I don't want that to happen with him. Excuse me. Lashley, MVP, main event, world title. Basically, the Beatdown Clan were all around the ring, and at one point, Loki jumped and tackled Lashley, and the ref was like, "Oh man, outside interference. I'm not going to disqualify you. I'm just going to send you to the back randomly. You just hit the guy in the match, but so he's hurt now. But I'm just going to send you to the back. I'm not going to disqualify it or something." So that happened. Sends him to the back, but all the rest of the Beatdown Clan could stay. Kenny King, Samoa Joe are still there. So he was like, the ref was like, Brian Stifler, I think. He was like, oh, okay, I'm going to send one guy out, but I'm going to keep the other guys that are clearly in favor of MVP. I'm just going to have them run around the ring. So they came out. They were running around. The ref got classic TNA. Ref gets knocked down. This isn't classic TNA. This is classic like every wrestling. Ref gets knocked down. And then I think how many people came in? I don't know. Like Beatdown Clan came out and they were like beating up Lashley. Then Gunner came out for some reason because he's with Lashley and he was like, "I got your back, bro." And he threw them out and then he ran out. And Eric Young came out, went to hit Lashley with the chair, dropped the chair in the process. It was like, "Lashley, hold up, bro. Sell your injury. Keep acting like you're hurt." Picked back up the chair and hit him with it. I thought TNA would edit that out, but no, they clearly just, he drops the chair, picks it back up, and it's like, "Hold on, bro," hits him. And I was like, "Oh, come on." But the rest still knocked down, and MVP, I think, hit the boot on Lashley or something, and then some guy in a hooded jacket came out, gave a running, like, single-leg drop kick, which is what Hideo Itami gives a single-leg drop kick to MVP and takes down the hood or whatever, and it's Drew Galloway. So that was awesome. I really like Drew Galloway. I'm glad he's a big force in TNA now. I'm hoping he's in the main event picture pretty quick, to be honest. I really like Drew Galloway. I think he's a great talent. He hits MVP with the big boot, and Lashley, I think, spears him after that, sets up, boom, or gets the 1, 2, 3. Lashley wins, yippee. Good ending. So next week is going to be Rude versus Angle versus EY for a #1 contendership match. And the UK tour has really been disappointing, I think. I think a lot of the matches kind of sucked, main events especially. But it can get better. I know it can. So hopefully it gets better. And, yeah, TNA's, I don't know, it's pretty disappointing at the moment. I don't feel like it's a new TNA at all. I feel like it's different station, different, like, effect and stuff. And Josh Matthews' announcer is good. It's the same TNA, though. They're not doing anything different. But that's just my thoughts. Again, if you think I'm flat out wrong, let me know in the comment section. But give me some good reason. Don't just be a jerk about it, you know. Be kind. And don't be a bully. Be a star. Match of the week. I thought about this for so long. I was like, I really don't know what match of the week was because there wasn't that many great matches. If I had been in Reseda, California last night watching PWG, I'm sure I would have had one. But I'm going to go with Reigns versus Bryan, I guess, at Fastlane, or Cena versus Rusev at Fastlane. But even those matches weren't that great. It was just a stall pay-per-view to WrestleMania. But I don't know. That's what I picked. Reigns versus Bryan. If I'm missing some match, maybe I am. Again, I don't get Ring of Honor, so I can't watch it week in and week out. I can on their website, but it's like weeks behind. So like a match I watched, you know, let's just say today aired 2 weeks ago or a week ago or whatever. But the kick out segment where I talk about all the good things that happened this week, which, all right, moving on. No, I'm just kidding. But seriously, kick out segment, positives. PWG event, you know, they had the event out of nowhere, parodying RKO thing. And I heard it was great. PWG, come on, it's always great. I don't want to spoil anything, but Dave Meltzer was in the audience, so I'm thinking the Young Bucks may have did the Meltzer driver. So, yeah. And Nick Jackson may have blew a kiss at Dave Meltzer right before he did it, so I think that's hilarious. But PWG is always great, some great event. Ring of Honor pay-per-view, I'm really trying to get it. Hopefully I can. I can't wait for it. I think it's going to be so good. AJ Styles versus ACH was going to be awesome. The Young Bucks versus Red Dragon. When have they ever had a bad match together? Cedric Alexander versus Matt Sydal. That's going to be awesome. The main event is kind of disappointing, but still. I mean, it's Ring of Honor. They're always good. And it's WrestleMania season. So even though right now it's not that great, I think weekly maybe Sting makes appearances, Triple H and him go at it, you know. Lesnar does something crazy, just something like awesome. And I'm excited for WrestleMania season. It's always great. And right now it's, yeah, like I said, it's kind of boring, but hopefully we get into big things and start really going at it. So I'm really excited. Thank you for watching. Like, comment, and stuff. Follow me on Twitter at 7WWRocks. Sorry I haven't really been in this episode. Again, I don't really feel good. And wrestling's kind of been boring. Mainstream wrestling, WWE and TNA, I really haven't liked it that much. So, again, sorry. If you have any segments, please let me know, like, ideas to do. I'd really appreciate it. And I'm going to dedicate this episode, even though it kind of sucked, I'm going to dedicate it to the channel of WWE TNA 1152. You were awesome, man. And hopefully I get you on an episode soon so we can talk some wrestling together and we can have some good laughs. Thank you for watching. That one viewer that stayed on for like the entire episode, you're the real MVP. Thank you guys for watching. As always, have a nice day.